In this video, I'm going to show you my exact content system that I utilize to grow my LinkedIn following to 10K followers in about 4 months. If you're like someone that likes to post tactical information, this should be pretty applicable to where you're currently at. Now, I didn't grow the fastest on this platform. There's people that can grow much faster. My audience isn't massive by any means, but what I did accomplish on LinkedIn was to build a niche following of people that actually care about my content, consume it, and will actually buy my stuff in the future, right? So let's go ahead and dive into the content operating system. All right, so first thing we're gonna start off here is at the actual LinkedIn platform itself. And I think one of the most important things is to have a profile that's set up professionally, right? So as you can see here, I have a professional kind of like headshot. And it is a side profile. Normally I'd recommend having like a face forward, but like I really like this picture. It's got a skyline in the background, podcast microphone that's literally in the seat that I'm sitting in right now. But a good professional photo goes a really long way on LinkedIn. So make sure you have a good professional photo. Then from there, on my background image, if you have ever spoken on stage before, and this was a summit that I spoke at a few years back, and you have a photo from it, it makes such a great background image. It gives a sense of leadership and authority. So if you have a background image of you speaking on stage, I would definitely utilize that one as your background image. If not, something really simple, maybe your company's logo or something along those lines. Or I've seen a lot of people do like, hey, this is what I do specifically, and it like might be a breakdown and like a PNG of them. Totally fine. You can kind of customize those things, but kind of what we're looking to avoid is like anything personal. So like no personal photos or like, you on a fishing trip or something crazy like that. So you want it professional, you want it to establish authority and specifically what you do in this space. So for me, I wanted to have a picture of me speaking at an event. One, to show people that I speak at good size events. This was about a 500 person event that I spoke at, and builds a lot of credibility with my audience. Okay, from there, we have a quick bio here. So ours, or mine at least, is eradicating agency poverty and helping founders achieve $1 million per year in take-home income, creating videos and insights to show you how. Okay. From here, as you can see, you have a top badge voice, so top business coaching voice as well. This was actually earned through doing contributions for articles through LinkedIn. You guys can do this as well. If you start posting regularly on the platform, you have the ability to earn these badges. And then, my main goal is to hopefully earn a LinkedIn top badge voice at some point in time. But we'll need a lot more followers and we'll need to post a lot more content in order to get there. So as you can see here, I'm just short of 10,000 followers. Sorry, clickbait title, but I will be at 10,000 followers by the time this video probably pops out. But get a decent amount of interaction with my profile every week. Okay, so that's just a quick breakdown of like the bio and how you should have your profile set up. You can add in other profile sections as well, but those are the main ones and probably the most important ones. And the further that you scroll down into the actual profile, the less important it becomes, because chances are people don't scroll to the bottom of your profile very often. So just note the top stuff, like what we consider like above the fold stuff, is what is the most important. All right, so this wraps us up for the profile section. I want to show you guys some of the search features inside of LinkedIn so you guys can start making more connection requests. And connection requests become really important inside of LinkedIn because LinkedIn is set up to be a follow for follow type platform. So when you connect with someone, they see your content and you see theirs. It's not like you follow someone on Instagram and then they don't see any of your content, right? This is a follow for follow interaction. So the more connection requests that we make, the more followers that we get to engage with our content and to actually see our content. So easy way to do this is just in the search feature. If we just do marketing services here, because I look for a lot of marketing agencies, I'm just going to start my search by that. Okay, I'll change some fields here in just a second by clicking all filters in the top right. And then instead of by services, I'm just going to start searching by people instead. Now, I want to make sure that my second degree connections is selected, because first degree connections is people that I'm already connected with and they already see my content. And then from here, connections of, we don't need to fill in anything on this one. Followers of, we don't need to add a creator. You can add a creator if there's a specific one that you're like, hey, a lot of my clients also follow this person, right? And then from there, I'm looking for, let's go United States for the time being. You can add in whatever geographic locations that you want. And then current company, I'm not going to select a company. I'm not going to select a past company or a school. But on the industry side, I'm going to add in a couple here. I'm going to do marketing, services, And let's go ahead and do marketing services and advertising services. There we go. Okay, so those are two good fields for me if I'm looking for agency owners. And then on the profile language, I want them to be English speaking because I don't speak anything else. And then service categories, we're going to do marketing. And then let's do advertising if it's available. Perfect. And then from here, title is going to be really important here. I'm going to be looking for founder or maybe like CEO, but let's do founder for now and just see what shows up. And then all of a sudden we have a bunch of people in marketing, branding, communications, right? Founder of some sort of Matsnaz, marketing and technology, owner and founder of Homeschool Marketing. Okay. So a lot of different marketing services and owners. Okay. And so what we could do here is we could start making those connection requests, okay? And I'm going to send these without notes because I always find that notes keep people from actually connecting with you. So I'm just going to start making connection requests with people inside of my niche, people that might be interested in my type of content, and go from there. Now, these people that you just follow, if you want to connect with them, what we can do here is just click on their profile, and then we can go ahead and send them a connection request. So this is a founder and marketing officer, someone that would be inside of my niche. And so we're going to send without any note attached to it. Okay. And so we're going to send as many of those as LinkedIn will allow us to. Now, once again, if you do this in Sales Navigator, it goes a lot faster. There's actually a feature in Sales Navigator where you can select multiple people at once to actually be able to connect with. That way you don't have to send them all individually. But if you're just getting started and you're wanting a way to grow a following, normally you can send about 20 to 30 of these a day until LinkedIn kind of keeps you from connecting with people. So if we make these connection requests throughout the month, okay, and we get to the end of the month, we should be able to make anywhere between 600 and 900 new connections every single month, right? And this is how I've been able to grow my following so fast, is that I'm having a VA actually send out as many connection requests as possible and grow my following on LinkedIn. Now, of course, we want people that are engaging on LinkedIn. And if you use Sales Navigator, you can actually see who's posted in the past 30 days or not. No, those are the type of people that we want to engage with, or we want to make connection requests with. Now, I didn't see that feature inside of the just regular search bar, but it is something that you get with Sales Navigator, which is a little bit more effective. Okay, so make as many connection requests as you can. That's the whole point of this exercise, me showing you this, is make as many connection requests as you possibly can inside of this platform, because they're going to see your content. And if they're in your niche, they are the people that you want to be in front of. And that's why I love LinkedIn so much, is that we can search and filter by those types of people. Once we start doing that, we start making the connection requests, well, then we go into the actual content operating system, like publishing and posting content. So let's go ahead and jump over into ClickUp and we'll take a look over there. All right, so we're over here in ClickUp now, and basically where this all starts is my idea capture and curation folder. Okay, so this is a really basic folder. There's really no template that I can give you guys for this. Like, you can just set up a list and call it idea capture. But what I'll do is I'll go through and find content that I really like. So I have some stuff from Layla Hormozi in here, Justin Welsh, Cody Sanchez, and this is all stuff that I can repurpose or republish. Not obviously word for word what they said, but like put my spin on it, make it applicable to my niche. And Justin Welsh here is a perfect example of this. And I actually shout out to Justin, because he's the person that actually taught me this system of like pulling people's content and then bringing it into your project management so you can write new templates. Okay. And so like for this one, for example here, everyone should have a side hustle that earns $150 per day. The problem? Most people don't know where to begin. Here are quick 4 examples that might help. Okay. So this post ended up going pretty viral for Justin. It did really well. And so there's some things that we can really take away from here around the copywriting side. And I'm a horrible copywriter. I spend so much time spinning my wheels writing copy. And so having and creating these pre-made templates becomes really effective for me. So all I'm going to do here is, when I have this template, I'm going to come in here and say, everyone should have a side hustle that earns $150 per day. Okay. And so for me, I can come in here and just make this a quick template. Everyone should have, and I'm just going to write application for agency niche here, because everyone should have, maybe it's systems, or maybe it is this lead gen system, right, for their agency. And then the problem, most people don't know where to begin. Okay. So once again, this part of the copywriting is totally fine. Like, I'm going to leave that part. Here are 4 quick examples that might help. And then from here, I'm just going to type in example 1. Okay. And we're just going to copy and paste this for example 2 through 4. And just like that, I just created a brand new template. And I always leave the link at the top here so I can go back and kind of see what the post was about, or how he wrote some of the other pieces of the post. But everyone should have application for agency niche. The problem, most people don't know where to begin. Here are 4 quick examples on how that might help. Okay. And then I'm just going to rename this template into a, let's say, everyone should have, because that's the title of the hook. I'm just going to exit out of this, and I'm actually going to move this task. So this is a finished template, and then I'm just going to move it into my writing prompt. So I'm just going to select that. I'm going to click the move task button, and I'm just going to move it over into my writing prompts because that's where I want it. Okay. And then inside of this list here, you're going to see a lot of writing prompts. I have over 400 writing prompts preloaded inside of here. And then this would definitely be a LinkedIn post. And once I've done that, I'm going to close it out. Okay. Now this is ready to go, and I can use this template at any point in time, which leads me to the entire template process, or the writing prompts in general. Okay. Now this is a list that I will give to you guys. These are prompts that I use on a pretty regular basis, helps me with idea generation. And especially if you're newer to copywriting like me, this is something that, has helped me tremendously come up with ideas, make sure I'm not hitting too much of writing block, and actually get way more content written than I was able to do without these writing prompts. So with that being said, you guys will get access to all of these. If you check in the description, I will leave the link for the template of this. Okay. But as you can see here, there's writing prompts in each of these. They're really easy and effective ways to start developing content. So if you're wanting something a little bit more long form, there's stuff for LinkedIn or essays. There's also stuff for tweets as well. Like this one is why everyone is wrong. Okay. And if I open this up, it gives me the template for how to write this post. Okay. So I will give you guys access to these templates 100% free. Just click on the link inside of the description. That is how I'm creating content on a regular basis. And once I write it, I actually do this all in an app called Hypefury, which is kind of like the last part of this training today. I know it's a little bit longer than usual as far as my trainings go, but I want to show you guys inside of Hypefury real quick. All right. And it is content day today, so I don't have too much in the queue right now, but I want to be able to show you guys exactly how I would bring over this content. So I'd come into the writing prompt. Okay, from here, let's go ahead and click on the everyone is wrong prompt. And we're just going to copy and paste this. And this is how I essentially write all my content. I write it all inside of Hypefury. I don't write it inside of ClickUp. I just don't like ClickUp for writing all of this. I like to see it actually get scheduled inside of the platform. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and take this and bring it over into a template. Okay, and if you guys aren't familiar with Hypefury, I would highly recommend jumping on board, especially if you're going to do more written content. It is literally the best platform for written content for Twitter and LinkedIn. Hands down, I've tried so many different ones. This one by far outweighs the other ones. All right, so explain what everyone thinks you should do to achieve an outcome, then give your audience the right way. Okay, so I'm just going to delete this because this is just the explainer. And then from here, boom, we have our ready to roll template inside of Hypefury, and then I can go ahead and get this scheduled. Okay. Now, obviously, this will take me a little bit of time, but essentially, this gives me the framework to work off of. So I don't have to spend so much time generating ideas or coming up with the right hooks. Like this is a pre-framed template, so you don't have to think of like all the nuances of copywriting. You could just go ahead and write. Okay, so I'll give you guys access to all of those prompts. I would highly recommend grabbing Hypefury. You can build all your threads or LinkedIn posts inside of here. You can do both. It will even give you the option for carousel if that is kind of the option that you're looking for, and like a carousel type post. So a lot of functions, has a lot of cool functions as well. So go check that out. I'll leave the, I am affiliated with Hypefury. I love these guys. They absolutely crush it. So if you guys are going to use it, use my affiliate link. It's in the description for you guys. So go check that out. And that's pretty much it. That's how I've grown substantially over the last 4 months inside of LinkedIn. The biggest thing, as a side note, little bonus here, make sure you guys are engaging with other people's content. It gets them to engage back on yours as well. So don't be the person that just posts and expects everyone to engage with your content. One of the key pieces, and one that people often miss, is actually engaging with more people on the platform, and they engage back with you as well. So people that you're following, or make a list of people that you want to follow, make sure their audiences, or try to make it to where their audiences are a little bit bigger than yours, so their audience also sees your content. And also make sure it's niche specific. You don't want to be, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter if you're engaging with people that are outside your niche, because once again, you probably have something that you want your ideal client to buy. And if your non-ideal client is looking at your content, then you're not going to sell anything. So hopefully that's helpful for you guys. That's the content system. I'll leave the templates inside of the description, so make sure you go and grab those. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.